Now, last month, the Indian government announced drastic measures to tackle corruption and the black economy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi vowed to remove 86% of the country's cash from circulation to try and digitize the economy. However, the bold move has provoked a frenzy as hundreds of millions of Indians don't have bank accounts and risk being marginalised. Today's Focus report comes from Alban Alvarez, Suyash Shrivastava and Mandakini Galut.
For a month now, this has become the new normal. Hundreds of people queue up for hours outside banks to withdraw money. On November 8th, with only a few hours' notice, the Indian government demonetized all 500 and 1,000 rupee bills. That's 86% of all currency in circulation. Frustration is mounting among the people.
Me or one of my 3 children, we queue up here every day, yet sometimes we can't even withdraw one single rupee.
I took leave yesterday to withdraw but couldn't, so I'm back here today.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the move is meant to target black money, a term commonly used for the country's parallel shadow economy. In India, 78% of all transactions are done in cash. Most of them are undeclared. The new currency notes are gradually being injected into the system, but not fast enough for the economy to function normally. The scarcity of notes also affects the 300 million Indians who do not have bank accounts.
Do
you have your ID card? You live here?
Overwhelmed by the number of customers, this bank has set up a temporary branch outside to help people open new accounts.
We, the banks, are overwhelmed by the influx of customers. There used to be about 100 clients a day. Now it's 5,000.
Ever since my childhood, I've never had a bank account. But because of the many problems we have with cash right now, I got to know that bank accounts can now be easily opened on the streets, so I came here.
This carpenter also wants to open an account. But without a valid identity card, banks turn him away. To send cash to his family living in a remote village, he goes through a middleman. But it's 10 times more expensive.
If I had a bank account, I could deposit my money and withdraw it when needed, but I don't, so this is why I'm faced with all these problems.
The impact of demonetization has been particularly disastrous for the middle and lower classes. Ratings agencies warn that the cash crunch could affect India's GDP.
So if this problem persists for more than a month, month and a half, then this will become more irreversible. Because what will happen is many of these industries will turn sick. Their profitability will decline. They'll not be able to service their debt. So the non-performing asset situation, which was very widespread in the Indian economy in the last 3 years, that will aggravate.
But some startups are taking advantage of these endless queues, like Book My Chotu, where people can book a helper to stand in line for them outside banks and ATMs.
In average, traveling time for a Delhiite is about 4 to 5 hours a day, and they're working for 8-9 hours each day. We believe that they don't have time to stand in the ATM queues. So with our service, they're paying very minimum and they're buying a lot of convenience.
The big winner amidst all this has been Paytm, India's largest electronic wallet operator, whose daily transactions have skyrocketed from 1.5 to 6 million. This florist saw his sales fall by 50% as people were unable to pay in cash.
This is your QR code. Customers will just have to scan this code into the amount and pay. Money will then be transferred to your account.
But can't this scanning be done with a mobile phone?
Access to this kind of technology is still very limited.
Of course, I can use this Paytm service to get paid, but when I'm dealing with farmers, I need cash to pay them. Farmers don't have Paytm. Cash is what they want.
The chaos is set to continue. Critics argue that the measure will be ineffective since hoarders only keep a very small portion of black money in hard cash.